Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, Susan, you really is that crazy. Now, I was giving you a benefit of a doubt of how crazy you were. But that ice cream sundae, that Sunday bar, it really sold you home. So, you willing to risk a month in prison for a crazy person, a known killer, a known person that torture, harass, and everything else under the sun, just for she can call herself Say Brady from the big bad Chloe. The bad, 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 bad Chloe. Susan, I don't feel sorry for you at all. We're going to start there. I don't feel sorry for you. You got fooled. You got hoodwinked. You got, manipulated. You got it all. First of all, I don't care if it's a week, 2 weeks, 5 weeks, a month, 2 months. I'm not spending no month in no jail for a known murderer to be set free to watch her man from another woman. And we know this woman will kill anybody that gets in her way. And you already tight with that family. Now, why would you risk this happening just to so-called Say Brady from Crazy, Say Brady from Crazy Chloe, or No Good Bad 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 Chloe? Susan, I don't feel sorry for you at all. First of all, we got some totally mismatched. We got some messed up wigs. We got some messed up. First of all, Kristen can't hold Susan, all her excitement in the one scene. First of all, I see the cracks falling through the ceiling. Susan can't hold Kristen personality and crazy into that look wig that's supposed to be blonde but look more like an old person, white person wig with wig with white hair. Have y'all noticed how mismatched those wigs are? Now we know Kristen is a natural blonde. That wig that Susan is wearing, that wig can go for a white old lady wig. Now, how ain't nobody caught that, including Lonnie? I'll never understand it. Second of all, Lonnie, how many times have you then came to see Kristen? Now, Kristen should know you from up to down by now. She should know what's going on. You keeping her in the loop of what's going on with your life. The fact that she didn't know that Vivian had your children, and the fact that she got half of the stuff you asked her wrong, and then she talking about some, oh, I'm only in here for a month, and she really in jail for 2 months before the possibility of parole, and you didn't catch that. Or that she wasn't acting like Kristen at all. When you called her name, first of all, if that was Kristen, she would have ran to you and hugged you, happy and excited to see you. Where was this with Susan? Second of all, she should know what's going on with your life up until the point that Vivian had your twins. The fact that she didn't know that, that was your second strike. Third strike, I'm only in here for a month. Third strike, why ain't nobody catch on? Then not to mention that wig. The wig, the teeth, the glasses are all wrong. Then we got Kristen over here playing this Susan. What is it wrong with that situation? First of all, Susan won't be that. Susan is crazy over Brady. But as for making him breakfast and all that, Brady ain't gonna let Susan that close to him. We already know that. Remember, she tried to jump Brady Bones how many times? So cooking Brady, making Brady breakfast. Susan doing this now. Chloe ain't came on to make breakfast or none of that, and we just gonna allow this and approve Susan making anybody breakfast. And Brent and Ben and Claire, y'all didn't catch nothing weird there. From the wigs to the vision, The way she acted the first time, she gave you a clue that Ciara was alive and all of that. And she, we ain't catch none of that. Y'all will catch on soon, love. Trust me, y'all will. I ain't gonna spend too much time on this, but yeah, good luck a month. Susan, you'll be out in no time because you messing up more than Kristen and Kristen messing up more than you messing up. So sooner or later, y'all gonna end up running into each other and colliding, and one of y'all gonna tell on each other. Susan already ready to go already. She said the Sunday bar you promised her, yeah, that ain't a thing. And she don't like tapioca pudding, so she not enjoying her stay. First of all, I don't know why would you even agree to risk your freedom, risk your safety, going into prison for another crazy one just so she can watch her man worrying about somebody else taking her man for her. And Brady, like I said, this is all your fault. Really, it is. If you would have assured Kristen and told Kristen this wasn't Chloe's fault, Chloe's not the reason I got shot. In fact, the only thing Chloe got to do with this was I agreed to watch her and I happened to be at the wrong place, wrong time. So really, this is not, Chloe's fault. Why you blaming her? I wouldn't understand though. But yeah, Brady, I'm blaming you for this too, cause you should have told that when the Susan wannabe over here that it ain't Chloe's fault. Technically, Brady wanted to be protective. Of course, damsel in distress. Brady always there for him. So, yeah, it's kind of, Brady's fault that he want to, be there for Chloe. And Chloe, of course, want to be there for her because that's her ex-husband. And not to mention the extra incentive in it is Philip versus Brady fighting over Chloe's love. So we already know that's the motivation right there. Chloe, and who gonna get her? Philip or Brady. So we already know, that's the main motivation right there. So yeah. Now to this murder mystery. So Sammy's back in town, and we got Sammy, we got Nicole, we got Ava, Allie. I think Claire is innocent in this one. Nah, I know she got a tick tick boom just as big as Sammy, but I think she innocent in this one. I think. I think Charlie scared her enough that, she don't want to play around with him. Allie, on the other hand, 100%, I believe she'll did it. Way Lucas said, cause we gonna go back to the trip and how many of you Brady's confronted him. We got Lucas, we got Nicole, we got Sam. Well, Sammy wasn't around during that. Oh, excuse me. Sammy wasn't around during that time. But we got Allie, Lucas, Roman, John. So, where was all these people? John, we gonna blame it on the aneurysm from him, but yeah, I believe he'll do it. He ain't in his right, frame of mind at the moment, and he don't remember where he was, or he don't much remember coming or going, so he was on the ground, his phone happened to wake him up. Allie, the same thing with Tripp. If she's wanted to shoot that man and the groin to try to teach him a lesson, I believe she'll do it to Charlie. Um, Kate, I can see doing it. Like, it's gonna be a long list. This only the short list. We still got some more suspects. We got Lucas. We still got Kay. We still got Roman. John still in them. Allie, she's a hothead too, just like her mama. I mean, the list is endless. Ava could have did it. Well, I think Tripp might be innocent in this one. Nicole. Um, who else? Did I say Lucas? Lucas. I mean that this murder mystery is well, it's starting off slow, but I see it's kind of speeding up. Charlie, I can't say I would miss you, but yeah, you kind of, had this coming. You basically getting the same treatment, Trip guy. The only difference is they didn't get to, assault him and or harm him, even though one tried. The victim tried to, harm him, but got caught up in the Ava Vitale feud and ended up dropping a gun and about peed her pants because Ava put the gun out on her and scared her. So yeah, she might be, one of my number ones. Sammy or Allie. That's my number one and my number two. Sammy or Allie. They my top. Sammy Alley. I ain't gonna forget John and his temper. He my number three. Um, who else was mad enough? Like I said, I want to say Claire is innocent this time around, but we also know that she got a tick in the boom too. So judging how she was scared of him in that moment he found that record, and that was the dumbest way ever. Like, come on, Claire. You got a psychiatrist as a grandma, you got a lawyer as a mother, and you got a police detective as your dad. You couldn't find any other way, fancy way to record him with the confession besides the way you did. Had the phone up there leaning on the table. You could find another way, and you ain't have enough sense to silence your phone. So if any calls come through, and not only that, when you did get the confession, you trying to run the man out the room. You can come up with any more ideas or any more fresh ideas, or, come up with something any more brighter than what you came up with. Oh, okay, well, I need to think about it. Oh, okay, well, this been a lot, and I need to think about this and what's going on, and I need to carry on and do what I got to do. Excuse you. I need to think about what I was doing and whatnot. So can you like leave? Like, my mom will be home soon. Like, they don't know you here, and they want to attack you or whatever. So yeah, you might want to leave or whatnot. You could come up with any other idea better than that besides what you came up with. I mean, really? That's all you had? Ooh, my mama coming. I want to date you. I trust you. I believe you, but I want you to tell me everything first. Come on now, Claire. You could have come up with anything better than that with that tied behind the excuse you came up with. And another thing, while we on to you and this messed up confession you got, let's not pretend that confession deleted. Let's not go there. Call Theo. Theo will have you that recording in less than 2 minutes. Why ain't nobody think of Theo? He done it before. Why stop now? And another thing, Claire, why didn't you help your mama when it came to that recording? If you really want to help Allie like you said you want to help Allie, when your mom and that boy went running for that recording, you should have been on that boy back, choking him out or doing something. Tripped him or something. I mean, don't sit there and look like, what's going on? What's going on? What they running to? Really? You sitting up there like you on the wall and don't get scared to move. When you saw your mama run for that recording, you should have been running right behind them, and you should have been running behind them and jumped on his back that assure that you got that recording, even though it's not gonna do you any good, and it's not admissible at court. But then again, look at our DA. Well, look at y'all DA. She'll run with anything. Anything that'll help her get a conviction, she'll run with it. She probably would have used that to probably try to get a conviction off of him. You already know she did Kristen like that. So what's stopping her for doing that? Let's say get him and try to get a conviction off of that. But you didn't try. You sat there and let your mama fight over that recording with the same man that raped your cousin, and you sat there like you was stuck to that wall and couldn't move. If I was you, I would have been running. I would have been right there behind him. Probably would have tripped him, jumped on his back or something to make sure my mama got that recording. And you got your phone. And you got Theo on speed dial. Why haven't you called Theo at? Theo at, yeah. Why haven't nobody called Theo? Just cause something deletes off your phone, it don't mean necessarily that it's gone. We already know this. Theo done it how many times on this show? Let's not pretend that once it's deleted, oh, it's gone forever. Poof, gone, bye. It ain't. We already know it can be recovered. We already watch enough crime shows where they done recovered something that we thought was deleted. So come on now, let's not pretend. Sammy, this don't look good on you at all. You already know Trash got a hard on for any Damaras, any Brady's, high profile person. You want Trash to have another round with you. Because remember the last time she almost sent you to prison? Remember that? Do you really want that woman back on your back again? Because if you want her on your back, she might not let you go this time. So you better come clean or lie and say that you didn't do no crime. You better say something, Sammy, because you don't want Trash on your behind again. I'm telling you, you don't. You don't want Trash on you. It'll be the worst mistake you ever made in your life. Now the Vivian, Gabby, fill up in that whole situation. Kate, even though you shouldn't be jealous, you're jealous of Gabby. Basically, you scared that whatever Jake and Gabby had, it can come and interfere with what you and him got, and you scared that she can easily steal your man. Kay, why are you so scared and so pressured and you so defensive when it comes to Gabby? And why are you worried that she can steal your man? If you got him and you so secure with y'all love, who worried about a Gabby Hernandez? You got her with age and experience. She a floozy. So why are you scared again? Remember, Kate and Jake, Gabby and Jake, they didn't get along 50% of the time. It was almost 100% of the time. Till her daddy came and messed that up and she had to go to Mexico. Think about it. That was this close but getting along. Why are you so scared of Jake and Gabby and them getting back together? I don't understand it, but okay. Like, they really didn't have no chance to experience anything because they both, well, Gabby pretended like she hated him. Jake enjoyed, making her man. It's finally when she realized and put her feelings out there that she said, look, I love you. They was starting off. They ain't even much make it past the cupcake stage yet. So why are you so jealous of Gabby and Jake? So I don't get it, but okay. Um, Philip, if I was you, I wouldn't get involved in that Gabby and that Caden. I wouldn't put myself involved in that. That's your mother's love life. If your mama jealous, tell her to deal with it herself, I guess. I wouldn't get involved in it. It's business. Now, Gabby almost shot herself in the foot when she was showing how much she don't like Jake because he turned her down, and how she wanted to grind him in the sand, and basically she wanted to be a competition, even though it should be a friendly competition, but she made it out to be like, oh, I want to hurt him so bad. If I can get on your team and I can, grind him in the sand, that'll be a bonus. And Philip was like, yeah, Yeah, but she not sounding so hot now because you want to try to hurt the man. All I'm doing is giving you a business opportunity to make your company back into what it was. You taking this as your personal, vendetta against him, and I don't want to be involved in this. And it also includes my mother. So yeah, your little offer, your little deal, it's not sounding so good now all of a sudden. So yeah, I don't think I want any involvement in it. And you had the right to tell her no. I would have told her no. After what came out of her mouth, I would have told her, yeah, it was nice, but nah, I'm straight. I don't want no involvement. You crazy. You done lost your mind. Um, the stuff you talking about is nuts, and yeah, you talking crazy. I'm trying to talk business, so yeah. Um, Polly Pocket and Big Head Xander. So they gonna get married, but Sarah wanna wait on Maggie. Xander don't want to wait on Maggie. Maggie tell her to go ahead and get married. She'll celebrate when she go to the same daughter that sought her up last year and basically started a whole chain of events in Sarah life. Well, that included Sarah life, and yeah, she don't want to talk about it, and I don't blame her. Like I said, I'm happy for y'all. Y'all deserve each other, in my opinion. Y'all act so much alike, so have fun with that, I guess. Um, yeah, Ava, I got a word, and I got a word in a bone to pick with you. Now, Ava, we all know that Trip is your golden son. We know you'll go to the end of the world, we'll know you'll go to the end of the world, travel to the ends of the world, of the earth and the globe, the save Trip. We already know you'll leap from bounds and buildings and everything. You'll be a whole Spider-Man just to save your son. I just want to know one thing when it comes to Charlie. Technically, this is your fault as a mother. Because you know why? That boy wanted a mother and his mother's love. You couldn't find it in your heart to give that boy an ounce of your sympathy, an ounce of your time. Like, come on, that boy was begging and pleading for you. Not only that, you used that boy to follow the golden boy all the way across town to Paris and across the country, and then that boy can't get a thank you, son, I love you. You know what? Charlie had a right to crack. In all seriousness, he had a right to crack because that boy didn't ask to be brought into this world. That boy came in the world because of you and what you did. Now, that boy was trying to be a son and love his mother. You can find 10 seconds or 10 minutes or 30 minutes of your time to give that boy an ounce of your love. And I got to say, women like you disgust me. For real, for real. Women like you disgust you. If you ain't going to spend time, love that child, take care of that child, none of that, please keep your legs closed. Cause Ava, that boy could have turned out a whole lot different. That boy, and I don't understand it. I didn't heard the story twice already. You had no control over Trip live. You just now meeting Trip, getting the no trip and all that. You had a second chance at motherhood with Charlie, and you didn't take it. Chip would have always been in your life, in your heart, whether he was dead or on the other side of the world or whatever. Why didn't you take your second chances motherhood and give his son a little bit of attention? Now understand that was your dad, and that was your dad, employee that you slept with, and when the child was born, and we know you was sick and you was love sick, and what no son complete your heart better than Trip. But come on, Ava, you had a second chance at motherhood, and you blew that up to you know well. So if you knew you weren't gonna love no child better than you would love Trip, why did you open your legs to this man? And why did you have sex with this man? Why did you bring a child in this world you know you weren't gonna be able to love or give no love to or no type of attention to? And basically ignored this child all his childhood. When he was around you, all he heard about was his older brother. You couldn't even much talk to this boy. This boy trying to make you laugh, doing funny dances, doing good in school, all of that. You can get that boy a thank you, baby, I love you, son, or none of that. Like, hey, well, this really is your fault, even though technically it's not your fault, but you could have been there for that boy. Nah, I can't judge you because basically Trip was snatched from your life, so I can't tell you how to act. If I was you, I would have took my second chance and ran with it. I mean, you knew he wasn't dead. You knew he was, Chip was gave to the black market and he happened to find an adoptive family, even though the family was where the dad was abusive or whatever. But come on, Ava, you had a second chance at motherhood and you blew that too. You didn't get your first shot with Trill. The second chance, you just blew it. Like, you need to take some of that guilt. Like, for real, for real. I don't like mothers like y'all. That the mothers that sit there and have these children and don't have the time on the day for them. Like, if you knew you couldn't have no time for this boy to love this boy to raise this child, you should have just gave it to somebody else or something else. Like, that's disgusting, Ava. Like, come on, you missed your first shot. You got a second chance. You didn't take it. Even though I wouldn't know how it would feel to, have my first child snatched away from me, sold to the black market, up on the black market, sold on the black market. Then you just now meet him in his adult life, and you basically had a second chance at motherhood, and you didn't want to have nothing to do with it. Nothing at all. You wouldn't much get out, boy, an ounce of your time. Not even much a little bit of your attention. So, I can't tell you how to raise your children, but I can say from my perspective, you had a second shot. Why didn't you take it? Even though we know you probably wouldn't have loved Charlie as much as you loved Trip, but you had a second shot. Why didn't you take it? Why was your main focus Trip? And why are you still talking to the same man that took your first child away from you? That always confused me too. I know you like the mob life. I know you like the mob money, but I'm sorry. As my father would have, took my first child from me, sold it to the black market, and God knows what, raising my child. Trip can be a criminal, a murderer, a rapist, or anything, God knows what. And you still talking to your daddy after he did you like that? Ava, you better than I ever, because I wouldn't talk to my dad. If my dad would have done me like that, he wouldn't be nowhere near me or in my life whatsoever. But you know what, I guess. Final part and the best part yet. I was waiting for Clyde and Orpheus to get into it. I might get my shot to see that happen. Orpheus, y'all are playing to try to get the karaoke and get money out of them because you all about the money. Ciara pronounced dead, but you want to bring her back to life and try to get Victor to give you some money, some ransom money. Kristen not down with that. Kristen told you he ain't doing none of that. So, Kristen, if you disobeying your father again, why in the devil are you around Ciara? Now, I understand you want your revenge against Ciara because you feel like in your head she did you wrong when it came to being, even though you had an innocent man on death row about to get killed for your crime that you committed, you feel like Ciara done you wrong and ruined your life, and you think she deserved to pay for it. Orpheus want to ransom Ciara. You basically want to, I guess, torture Ciara, have fun with Ciara. Good luck with that. Just so you know, you're going to see Ben again, and I hope you got your fighting skills up to par. I hope you're ready for Ben to come, because he's coming. Just when you know he get another clue or whatnot, you'll mess up somehow. Ciara, send another signal to him. That's unless you want to go ahead and go with the ransom and, want to go for the ransom and try to get some money out of Victor. That's unless you do that. But other than that, Kristen, you're a fool. Orpheus, you're another fool. Clyde, get him. I thought I would never, ever, ever in my life to say that to Clyde. Clyde, get him, and get him good for all of us. We normally don't root for you, so don't mess it up this time around, Clyde. Said it's great. Get Orpheus, because we already know this about Ciara. Sooner or later, he'll go ahead and tell you what his plan is. Go ahead and get Orpheus, because I've been waiting for this showdown to happen, and I was so excited watching that scene, watching Clyde confront you about what he heard and what was going on. So, Clyde, don't mess it up. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night and have a good weekend. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.